Nation, let's get it. Yo, salute to everybody already here in the building. You guys know what time it is. Welcome to the latest installment of the Graphic and Wasted Show, or the Wasted and Graphic Show, however way you want to slice it. Salute to the greatest chat in YouTube history. As always, we appreciate you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys wipe them feet. Also, pay it bar tabs over at Wasted's channel. Wasted will be here very soon, any second, any minute. So stay tuned. We had to push the show back a little bit because our brother Wasted has some moves to make. But we are here, man. Salute to everybody. Real quick also, if you guys want to become Green Dot Gang or Get Off My Lawn Gang, hit the links. They're pinned up top. We have memberships. It definitely helps us keep the lights on over here at Shieldmore. We got a ton to talk about today, you guys. We're going to talk about the pressers. Specifically Michael Mayers. I loved hearing him talk today. He seems like he is very bought in on what we're doing this upcoming season. Alice Kappa. Who else was out there today? Patrick Graham had some great things to say about the defense. Paula Mao was out there as well. He is talking like a veteran now. You love to see that from a young guy on his second deal. It's just great things, great energy in that building. I told you guys I'm not going to talk about the Christian Wilkins situation anymore, but there was some reports that came out, and I'm going to wait for Wasted to pull up so we can have this conversation. It's kind of nasty. It's kind of nasty work out here in these streets, man. You know, when we say wipe them feet, Christian Wilkins, we don't mean that in a literal sense. We mean that when you walk in a home, you wipe your feet. You know what I mean? When you wipe your feet, you know, respectful. We didn't mean to tickle. We'll get there shortly, man. But make sure, once again, you guys get those likes up and hit that subscribe button if you guys are not subscribed yet. Let me know also, where are you watching? What city? What state? Where are you at this beautiful Sunday afternoon? Are you at work? Are you in traffic on your way to work? Most people don't work on Sundays, but some do, right? Are you at the girlfriend's house? Are you at the side chick's house? Are you at the side chick's house? Let me know in the comments section. Big Mike, this is facts. Wilkins is the real gout master. We're going to get there shortly, my brother. Salute to Big Mike. And once again, expect another show this upcoming week, you guys, with me and Big Mike. Salute to my dog, man. It's always good to have my guy, Big Mike, and that football mind on screen with me, man. It's always a blessing. Salute to my brother, Big Mike. Yo, Mike, let me know, too, when you're ready to drop the big news, because I know people are going to be excited, and you know what I mean. So let me know when you're ready to do that, because I am hyped. I know you're hyped, and I know the people are going to be hyped about it. So salute to you. Let me see. Wasted is late due to his new workout regimen. He saw Hug D's losing weight, so he joined Jazzercise. I like that. So the Primos. I'm at the main chick's house. Laugh out loud. Got one and only need one. Talk that loyalty shit, Primos. Talk. I love it, my brother. I love it. I'm hyped. I love it, man. The Graphic and Doc Show. There you go. That's what it looks like right now, right? It's definitely what it looks like. There is a ton to talk about, you guys, today from training camp. It looks as though Geno Smith had a masterful day out there at Henderson at the headquarters. It also sounds like the pads should be on tomorrow. Incoming days. Very soon. I'm hearing tomorrow, but, you know, you just never know. They may change some things up, but it sounds like this week, this upcoming week, the pads will be on. I heard a lot about Adam Butler. It sounds as though he was ready to go. He's waiting to put the pads on, you guys. And that's great information to have, because Butler needs to step up this upcoming season with Christian Wilkins no longer on the roster. So I am hyped. Big Mike, I got you, my brother. I got you. But I'm hyped. It sounds like Adam Butler is ready to get the pads moving and shaking, man. You love it. Hearing good things about our young pup, Dante Thornton Jr. made a phenomenal catch, I believe, like a toe tap on the boundary. Hearing once again the Jacoby and Geno Smith connection is real. This is like the third or fourth time that we have heard Geno and Jacoby have a phenomenal connection, which is a great thing for Jacoby, right? Because last year of his deal, he's looking for an extension with us, or he's playing for a new contract elsewhere. So you love to see Geno having that connection with okay, Big Mike, here it goes. Our wide receiver one, not named Brock Bowers. So salute to Primo. Sounded like the Raiders had a great practice today. Yeah, man, definitely. I heard some good things about the defense and also heard a lot of great things about the offense. It looks as though the offense got the better of the defense today. And we've been hearing, this thing going back and forth all week long, but it sounds like the offense, the O, did really good. I don't think that we really had a pick in this today at camp outside of, I believe, Aiden threw one to Greedy. I think he threw one to Greedy at the end of practice. I think there was only one pick today. From what I'm hearing and from the people I've talked to and on Twitter, I'm hearing that there was only one pick, and I believe Aiden threw it to Greedy Vance. So, and that's good to hear too from a young UDFA, a corner that's trying to make this roster, come up with a pick. So that's great. That's great. Yo,
what's up, Graphic Doucher? How are you?
The Gout Master himself.
No, Christopher Columbus. You will not be repurposing my jokes and using them on me. This guy, look, I understand. Never mind the Raiders practice. I am minding my business with my family. I log on to Twitter, and this guy tries to get me weaved up into that weird nonsense with Christian Wilkins. Now, this is a man, you see him right there, right? This is a man who has his main saying, wipe them feet. Wipe them feet, everybody. He's telling you right there in plain sight, this is the man with the weird foot fetish. And before he was about to rebrand the show, he was going to make his new saying, suck them toes. But I had to talk him out of it. I had to talk him out of it. I'm telling you, it is enough of this crap.
Oh, man. Salute to our brother Wasted coming in fire ablazing. Now let's get to it. Welcome to the latest installment of the Graphk and Wasted Show.
Or the foot fetish. I can't do this with you right now. What's the deal, brother?
I love it. Let's start there before we get to the practice stuff. I kind of alluded to a few things that I've heard at camp. We'll go over some tweets. We'll go over some articles as well of what happened today at camp. But I got to start here, okay? Because there's a ton of rumors out there, Waste. And like I said, I don't want to talk about the Christian Wilkins situation anymore, but this is just like Comedy Central. I feel like we had to bring this up.
I saw it. Remember, I said something to you early this morning about this. I saw it, and I didn't want to retweet it because I didn't know whether it was true or not.
Yeah.
Right. So because that's the only person that. So I just want to tell everybody before we get into this. Allegedly, and this is not something that we're saying is true.
No, not at all. But there have been reports, right, of weird stuff happening behind the scenes with Christian Wilkins. Yeah. Now, it's just easy to just throw something out there into the universe now after that, has been put out there into the universe that there's some weird stuff that happened. But there's this page, I believe the IB, the Gambler. I don't know who this is. They do have a blue check, but these days you pay for a blue check and you're in the game, right? Yeah. But this is what he had to say. Christian Wilkins allegedly tickling a man's toes repeatedly is super weird, especially when he was told 3 times during last season to stop. And I want to do this real quick. Salute to whoever's I want to put his name out there because I had to comment to this. Salute to 2T Drew on my Instagram. I had to kill this narrative immediately, Waste. I guess they didn't grow up in our era, right?
Yeah.
Man, don't act like we all wasn't doing such shit in them locker rooms. I said, speak for yourself, big dog, because I or my brothers don't play that shit.
Hell to no, bro.
And real, I don't know what type of time.
What locker room were you in, bro?
I have no clue.
No, I'm just trying to ask this joke. I mean, did they play the music to the Blue Oyster when he walked in there? Whatever we talking about here.
But this is the thing, right? I find this hilarious that you can't play because of your feet, but you're playing with others' feet.
Big zoom. Damn it. Where the hell is the drums at? But look.
Yo, what do you think about this shit, man? I mean, once again, allegedly, let's have some fun with this because Christian Wilkins is no longer a Raider, you guys. And the one thing that me and Wasted make sure that we don't do is if a guy is on this roster, we don't want to put any light on anything that may potentially kill the chemistry in that locker room, or anything like that. So we try as hard as we can not to, right? But with Christian no longer in the building, this is something that we have to talk about and have some fun with. What's your take on this situation, man?
I mean, my take is that, if true, I'm surprised they didn't boot his ass out of there last year. You know what I'm saying? Because
hey, boot?
Big zoom. but the thing is this, right? Like you're invading another man's space.
Facts, Graham.
Listen. Another man's space, that's beyond the pale of sports. That's beyond the pale of understanding. If you putting your hands on somebody that does not want their hands put on them, then that is a major issue. Now, this is the thing for me, right? This is the only account that I hear this from.
Yeah, we're really talking about tickling on the show today.
Yeah, bro. No, listen, that's why I'm trying to Barry Sanders out of it. I'm trying to spin up out of it. That's why I'm not really saying I'm trying to Floyd Mayweather. Listen, bro, I'm trying to James Toney out of it. You know what I'm saying? But when we really look at it, bro, there's only one account tweeting this, bro, and it could be total bull.
Yes.
It could be total bull. And
more than likely it is.
And I think it is, bro. But I know that there are other things that came into play with Christian Wilkins, right? Yeah. And when you start talking about how they get to that whole like veterans, the termination of his contract, it has to just be more than injury, right? Because the whole framework of the collective bargaining agreement is to protect players to get paid if you do have said injury, right?
Yes.
So there's a lot of language in the contracts and stuff like that, but I have brought some of it up really quickly.
Let's do it.
The thing is, Christian Wilkins is the union rep for the Raiders locker room. He was at the time, right?
Okay.
And I know that there was legislation passed last year where union reps can be disciplined in a different way than before. About General Motors. Now I don't know if the Raiders
being held to a different standard.
They're being back in the day, you could go in there and mother F supervision. They couldn't do. You had a certain level of protection being a union rep. That's no longer there, right? But the thing is, man, when you start talking about Christian Wilkins, right? There has to be evidence that there was discipline too, right? So it's not just the injury, right? So there are other things that come into play if the Raiders are to win this situation, man. But either which way, he's no longer with us. But I'm gonna be real with you. You got to sit back and really think, man, whatever he did, his conduct was bad enough where they don't care. They know that there's a possibility that they were going to have to pay him. They knew that in the beginning of the season. Yeah. They felt like they're a better team moving forward. Without him in the building, that speaks volumes. And the fact that nobody on that team has stood up and spoke up for Christian Wilkins yet, it speaks volumes as well. I haven't heard not one player from the Raiders come out and say anything in his defense. No. So, look, guys, either which way, whether the Raiders got to pay or whether they don't have to pay, it's not our money. We are fans. Mark Davis got to pay the tab with that. Yeah. But they're going to field a team, and I think this team is going to be better for it not having him in the building.
And I love that you mentioned that no player has come out yet to say anything. And once again, Max is known for being a guy that's going to publicly come out and say anything that's on his mind. I believe that everybody is, once again, I've said this a million times in the past few days, everybody's bought in. Everybody, once again, was out there today. Right. Everybody was active, playing ball, getting ready to put the pads on in the next few days, potentially tomorrow, so from what we're hearing. But yeah, man, interesting because this is a guy that was a top 5, top 7 talent on this roster. You know what I mean? So I'm assuming that Max or anybody would have spoke up and said something, but it's still early. I think that also maybe the coaching staff is saying, you guys, look, let us. There's a situation here where both guys are battling. Well, both sides are battling for some money. So I think it'd be smart for everybody to kind of mind their business on the situation at this second. Anyways, you know what I mean? When it comes to business, hey, you guys let us hold this shit down. You guys go out there and play football. So, but hey, if you're a tickler, you're a tickler, man. You know, it is what it is, man. Hey, salute to Christian Elmo Wilkins. Yeah, hey, look, hey,
Whoa.
It is what it is, man. Salute to the greatest chat in YouTube history. You guys wipe them feet. Make sure you pay your bar tabs. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are not subscribed yet. Salute to Forever Raider. Raider Nation's deep in Mississippi. Man, we're deep everywhere, but it's dope to hear that, my brother. You know what's funny? The other day, I told Wasted this, and it happens constantly, right? I live in Texas, and Wasted lives in New Jersey, and people come up to us frequently saying that they watch the show a ton, man. It's just a blessing to see how many people not are only Raider fans, but let alone watch what we do and consistently, you know, have us in their lives, you know, and for a form of entertainment, which is so dope to me. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
it definitely is, man. I tell you all the time, man. At work, people come up to me and they talk about how great of a job we're doing and how they watch dinner when we're on the air and things like that. It's dope, man. My daughters even were flaming me. We were in the mall and 3 people came up to me in the mall, and my daughter's like, "Okay, Dad, don't play." My dad's a Z-list celebrity now.
Not the Z-list.
There's the Z-list. My daughter's be playing.
Kevin Corley are becoming a member as well. We don't know what side, but we just appreciate you so much. If you guys want to become members, hit the links that are pinned up top. Get off my lawn, gang. Green Dot Gang. We're growing every single day because of you guys. Salute to Kevin. Appreciate you, my brother. As always, salute to Judo. That Shield is a worldwide brand. You ain't never lied. And that Shieldmore brand is going to get there soon. We just got to keep putting that pain in. You know what I'm saying? So salute to Judo Black. Appreciate you, my brother. How are we feeling, man? Did you get a chance to see anything, any footnotes, the presser today? I know you were moving around and this week kind of put this together last minute, you guys. That's why Wasted was late. Technically, he wasn't late. We were just trying to put this together and do a show today to talk to our people. But have you got a chance to see anything yet outside of the fetish?
I saw that definitely, but yes, I saw about. No, of course you did. You the one tweeting about it.
Yo, hey, the first thing I wake up to this morning, you guys, is Wasted calling me talking about some feet.
Yeah, right.
Did you call me and say, bruh, you heard about the Christian Wilkins foot shit?
Yeah, that weirdo. I'm like, but look, that's exactly what I said. That's the first thing I said.
Thank you for catching that. The footnotes. You're the only one that caught the bar within the bar.
Yeah, I heard it with your weak triple entendre. but at the end of the day, I mean, I heard Geno was looking great out there. I heard it was Dylan. He threw a nice touchdown to the end zone to Brock Bowers. Said Brock Bowers made a tremendous grab. I mean,
over Darian Porter, and they said that this is probably the prettiest pass that they've seen so far in training camp.
And you know what's dope about it? The way they're using Brock. They're using Brock as a number one.
Yep, motioning him around. They're doing so much with him.
Yeah, they're using him similar to the way the Chargers used to use Antonio Gates.
Ooh, talk.
And if let me tell you, if they do that, then that means that you're gonna see a lot of 12 personnel because you're gonna need to have a Michael Mayer. Right?
And they talked about that at the presser with Mayer. And I wanted to put this out there because I know you haven't got an opportunity to watch that presser yet. Mayer, man, his energy is different right now, Wasted. I'm telling you, big bro, like he was so hyped and excited to talk. They mentioned 12 a ton, and he was excited. And he talked about this new coaching staff and said that the energy is different. Like, and he wasn't shitting on the former regime, but he just said, like, it's so good to have a head coach that checks on you, a GM that checks on you, man. When they see you through the hallway, hey, man, how you doing today? And so on and so forth. And it sounds as though he kind of did it without saying that his mental health is really good. He briefly spoke on that without using the term mental health, saying why he missed some games last year. But it's funny because there's a major difference with this new coaching staff. You can see it written on his body language when he said, like, this new coaching staff is phenomenal. And that the Raiders organization has dealt with his situation in such a good way that he's bought in with what we got going on. So with him, Alex Kappa says some great things. Palomau sounding like a leader now, which is crazy because he's so young. Man. Yeah. You know what I mean? Patrick Graham spoke about Tyree because he played a ton out there DT today at the 3 technique. And we're going to have to see him play in the middle of that defensive line a lot this year. He lit up when they spoke about Jonah Lalu again. So this is like a thing. When those pads come on, we'll see, to be determined. But he was really excited to speak about it. And Pete Carroll say, basically like it's been a blessing to have him, in the build. I want to read the direct quote. It's a relationship business. With those relationships we build off the field and on the field, it makes it easier to communicate. He also said, once again, talking about he likes what he has seen thus far with Tyree Wilson's versatility, and that he can offer a different matchup for the guards, which is facts. And then Jonah Lalu, he has a ton of things that they like. And what, let me say, I think he said they have a lot of things. He has a lot of things that they're looking for. So he has every chance under the sun to find a way on this roster and to play a ton this upcoming season. Also spoke about Malcolm Kuntz, talking about how glad he is to have him back, and not only on the football field, but he's in the classroom. I think he used the word infectious. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's good to have him back. But the presser was really good. You can just see the energy is just through the roof in that building. But there's one thing that I want to mention to you. The last few days, Jordan Meredith has been getting all starting reps at the center position.
Yeah. And I saw that too.
And I know, but then we're on the same page because I can see it already on you, right? I know what this is, where this is going to go. JPJ has been playing with the twos. The nation is kind of in the uproar, like, what are we doing? Blah, blah, blah. Look, you guys, they're trying to figure out who the backup center is going to be. There's a ton of competition for those guard spots, including Wasted's guy, Caleb Rogers, the rookie out of Texas Tech. They have to have him go out there and get some reps at the one spot. Not only has JPJ dealt with some injuries in the past at Oregon last year, they want to have somebody be prepared from day one if something potentially happens with JPJ. I don't think in any world Meredith is going to beat out JPJ for the starting center spot.
No way.
Once again, they love Jordan Meredith. They love his versatility. And I think that there's a reason that they're having him out there because, once again, so many teams struggle in the middle of the season or late in the season or even in the playoffs when they lose their starting center. There's nothing like building that chemistry and that camaraderie and that communication now before it gets real. Because once again, JPJ, Wasted, we've talked about this before. The head issues. There's been some stuff that he's dealt with in the past.
Yeah.
If he goes down, guess what? Jordan Meredith will already have that connection and that communication with Geno. But how do you feel about this?
Look, bro, I've seen playoff teams get derailed by losing their starting center.
Yes.
That is the most important part of an offensive game plan. The offensive game plan doesn't get started unless that ball gets snapped into the hands of the quarterback to either hand the ball off to the running back or to the rear back and throw the football. That is the most important thing. It's like taking your key fob, hitting that button and starting the car and going, right? That's the first part of it. So if that's not right, nothing's right. And the most important thing is that he builds that camaraderie with Geno, because Geno is going to be the one he's going to be receiving snaps from. So to me, this is much to do about nothing. Like, we haven't even gotten through a full week of padded practices yet.
Well, it tells me a few things, though, Wasted. It tells me that Parham is going to fight for one of those guard spots.
That whole thing is not a thing.
They don't look at Will Putnam. Putnam is a guy right now that could potentially, and just right now, it's still early in training camp. They're looking at Meredith as a Swiss Army knife. They're looking at him as a guy that could play center, and play the guard spot for him as well. And I'm cool. That lets me know that Meredith's going to make this roster.
Yeah. And I think Dylan Parham is. I think the one guy who has been kind of red circled to almost getting the boot out of here is Thayer Munford, because by them not giving him that positional kind of leeway to be like, all right, well, we don't see him as a guard, so we'll move him to be a backup tackle, or that versatility he has. They have pigeonholed him into the guard position, and he has to make this roster as a guard. And I think it makes it a little harder for him to make this roster in that way.
And also, they prefer durability, right? I mean, Munford's dealt with some things. Parham has dealt with some things early on. The reason why he was even at the left guard spot was because Dylan Parham was injured. You know what I mean? So those two guys are definitely two guys I'm keeping an eye on closely during training camp to potentially not make this roster, man.
Dylan Parham is going to make this roster.
I believe he will.
We don't have three other guards better than him, bro. Like I don't see. I think Thayer Munford is the guy that you got to really look at.
All I'm saying is this: Caleb Rogers was just drafted and pretty early. They like him. We just went out and got the kid, the former New England Patriot that we liked a ton from UCLA, a Tony, Mafia, right? Maybe he can find a spot on this roster. I'm not saying that Parham is not going to make the team. I'm just saying he has to find a way to stay healthy.
Yeah, but Graphk, look, come on. We talk about a guy, PFF grade 74.3 overall, pass blocking grade 67.5, run blocking grade 75.6, 882 offensive snaps played, only 3 penalties, 5 sacks allowed, which isn't great. Mm-hmm. But this is a guy that is a player. He's
not saying he's not. You guys know we were high on him when we took him out of Memphis in that draft class.
I mean, you know what the funny thing? He was that guy where we were like, all right, we don't got enough one pick. We were excited about everything. We got Devontae Adams that year.
Yeah.
Let's just be for real. We were excited about everything, right?
And now Jimmy G is his quarterback one right now because Stafford is dealing with a ton of back stuff. So I just want to throw that out there that I just find it funny that they're going to get me killed out there is actually his quarterback one right now.
Yeah,
it's great.
That's hilarious. But if you really look at it, Dylan Parham is one of our most highly rated players. Like I think you can kind of almost pencil him as a starter.
No, I have him as our starting left guard. I'm not saying all I'm saying is wasted. We know this, right? Different system, different coaching staff. Does he fit what they're trying to do? We don't know this yet. We have no clue.
No, we don't have any clue. But I'm looking at this guy, and the thing that really alarms me is why they're making him a left guard. Now they keep moving the guy around. This is bad. This is bad business. It's bad baseball, man. Right? Because. Listen, he's played 882 snaps last season at right guard. No snaps anywhere else. And now you're going to move him again. And he came out of college and he was a damn left guard. And it's like, dude, they keep playing with this kid's career. Just keep him somewhere. Let him fight for his damn position and let the chips fall where they may. All of this nonsense, like it doesn't matter what guard's position you.
I disagree with you.
It matters, bro.
Wasted. If you're playing at a high level at right guard, guess what? They're not going to move you to left guard. They're not playing with his career. They're trying to find where he will stick. If it's left guard this year, it's left guard. But if you was a great right guard, they wouldn't move him around.
So let me ask you a question. Last year, right? Him having almost 1,000 snaps at right guard and none anywhere else.
Alex Kappa had probably more than that.
Yeah, but my thing is,
he was the worst rated guard in football.
So my thing is this: you just keep moving him around. A guy's been in the league for 3-4 years. At this point, pick a position and let him sink or swim at that said position. Like all of this, and I think sometimes, man, especially when you got a situation where, if Pete Carroll and them were to have done this and they did this with this guy and they were here 2 and 3 years ago, yeah. But the problem with him is it's hard to develop a guy when you've had 3 different head coaches in your career.
So do you feel like that about Tyree Wilson?
In a sense, yeah. Because that's the reason why I'm not totally out on Tyree Wilson too. You got all of these people that have been drafted by other people. Tyree Wilson, not so much because the one constant is Patrick Graham.
Yeah.
Right. Rob Leonard has been here. But on the offensive side of the football, they get more contrition and grace from me. They had 2 offensive coordinators last year.
Hey. You're using those big words. I'm going to take it as disrespect. Make the set.
F up out of here.
Let me say this, man. Offensive linemen are different in today's NFL, Wasted. Not the one that we grew up in. Look, every offensive lineman comes in. Every guy I spoke to at the Shrine Bowl, every single one of them was talking about being prepared to move positions because of their size, because of their measurables, their speed, whatever it was. You have to be a versatile offensive lineman in today's football. You have to be prepared to be able to play at the left guard spot or the right guard spot if you can play both. A lot of people talk about him playing center. I had him as the backup center. Versatility is key as an O-lineman in today's NFL. I get that there was different coaching staffs and all that other stuff, and I get, different systems, different schemes, but dog, I'm not giving him any grace with that. Left guard, right guard, you are an NFL football player, and you were drafted in the 3rd round. Third round.
This is the difference. When you're coming into the league, yeah, you got to be versatile. If you're a backup player, yeah, you got to be versatile, right? But if he's one of your better linemen, right, and that's clear. That's clear. He's one of your better linemen. You can't tell me.
I would say he's the 5th best offensive lineman we have.
Well, see, that's the thing, right? So if he's the 5th best offensive lineman, he's one of your better linemen. So the thing is, you look, Colt. They're not trying Colt Miller anywhere else, right? Because he solidified that position. Mm-hmm. JPJ, that was a mistake. Put him at center. He's a Remington Award winner. All of this, we're going to try him at guard and all this bull crap. No, leave him at center. And if he's no good of a center, then get someone else and sit him and make him a backup or cut him. And that's how I feel. I feel like some of these coaches get like with DJ Glaze. He comes into the league. People say, we don't know where he's going to play. He could be the backup left guard. They put him at right tackle and they left him and let him get his warts there. And he's developing nicely. With Dylan Parham, they keep moving the freaking guy. They keep saying, yo, we're going to have you as the backup center too. We're going to have you as the left guard. We're going to have you as the right guard. Leave him somewhere and let the guy sink or swim. And if he's no good, just like you said, they drafted Caleb Rogers. Then put Caleb Rogers there and see what you have with him. But all of this moving him around stuff and you can start him. No, leave him where the F he is. It's enough.
I disagree, man. Look, you find it takes a coaching staff to unlock a kid's full potential. The guy is still on a rookie deal. You move him around, you find where he's going to stick, and then you keep him there if that's how it works out. But once again, as an offensive lineman wasted, you got to be able to play multiple positions.
4 years in. We 4 years in. If you still have to decide what position he's playing 4 years in, then cut this fucking guy and start a young guy and do that. Like, get him out of here then. If you don't have faith that he can hold it down at right guard, then get him out of here. But yo, it's long enough. I mean, how many? Hey, yo, what is going on here?
Salute to everybody here in the building as our brother Wasted has a meltdown.
I mean, bro, I get sick of this shit, bro. Like, they got, what are we gonna be doing this 8 years in? Oh, we don't know what we're gonna do with Parham this year. Hey, maybe we might make him the long snapper. Get the F up out of here with that crap.
Well, bro, if they move him to an entirely different position, then I understand what you're saying. But right now, brother, let's pump the brakes here. It's not like they put him on the defensive side of the football. They're playing him literally where he needs, like where he's accustomed to playing. I mean, come on now, man. Left guard, right guard. Are we really doing this today?
Yeah, no, I am. Because look, I'm gonna be honest with you. And like when it comes to Parham, and this is singularly him. Look, when you talk about Tyree Wilson, all of these guys, you know, they've had some markers of consistency. But my thing is that, yo, decide where this kid is gonna play at this point and let him win the job or lose it. Either way. But all of this nonsense, bro, where it's like, oh, well, we don't know. Or, you know, like to me, that I think it's hard for you to really solidify yourself on the team if you're not looking at him as a backup. If you're looking at him, he's one of your guys that you have as a starter, then leave him there and let him win the damn job.
Cheers, brother. Cheers, brother.
The F up out of here with your crap.
Salute to Holy Moly Donuts, gifting 5 OLV Raiders Network memberships. We appreciate you, my brother. Salute to everybody here in the building that became Green Dot. If you guys missed out on those 5, hit the link. Is pinned up top. Also, Wasted has his membership over there as well. If you guys want to become members, salute Snake Fist. He sent Wasted a 20-piece morning Wasted and Graphk and the Nation. Just want to say how much I appreciate you guys and your realness. I saw a post by Sanjit T that implied that Geno was in danger of losing. He's not. I call Cap clickbait. Disappointed me. Let's say this, okay? And I'm not here to talk about anybody else. Salute to Snake Fist. Sanjit's our guy. He's always on the show. Actually, we're supposed to be doing the show this upcoming week. So I want to ask him. I believe he said something along the lines of Aiden had a better arm than Geno, which I definitely disagree with.
Nonsense, bro.
Everybody on that presser and everybody that mentions Geno Smith has literally pinpointed the pinpoint accuracy that he's put on display, the arm strength. I mean, come on, what are we doing here? Is Aiden having a good camp? Yes, and that is a great problem to have. But once again, you invested a ton of money in a Geno Smith. You moved a 3rd-round pick. And not only that, a guy that played in 2 Pro Bowls under Pete Carroll, a guy also that was the most improved player in football under Pete Carroll. So anybody that says that Geno, he would have to be injured, God forbid, to lose that starting spot to Aiden O'Connell. It's just not going to happen.
Bro, get the fuck out of here, man. Look, I don't care who said what, whomever. Like, look, you know, I'm a friend of none of you. What I'll tell you is this, yo. You have some things that are legitimate. You have other things that are fodder to drum up drama. That is exactly what this is.
Yes.
This whole narrative that they would ever start Aiden O'Connell over Geno Smith. Geno Smith would have to lose his right eye and a leg for him not to be the freaking starter when they went out there and got him. And then follow the contract. Just like last year when people were saying that, you know, there's no way Gardner Minshew would start. And we're like, yo, they're not paying him like he's not the starter.
Yeah.
Follow the contract. This is effing nonsense. It's too early in camp to even consider some stupid shit like this. This is stupid, and no disrespect to nobody, but all disrespect. Stop the effing nonsense. And DK, F you. I saw what you just said. There's no backpedaling and no flip-flopping over here, goddammit. What I'm telling you guys is, and you can take it to the bank, at this point, if you're not decided on what this guy is, then that is a problem. And that means that, he is the weak link. Move the fuck on.
Yeah.
Move on. If you at 4 years into your career, they don't know what position you're playing, then that's an effing problem. Put him somewhere and let him sink or swim. And if not, get him the F up out of here and go get a damn free agent.
Hey, man, in the last few decades outside of, Derek Carr and Rich Gannon and now Geno Smith, it's been tough to find one good quarterback to have on the roster. So if we have two good ones, this is a great issue to have. And once again, salute to Aiden for taking this offseason very serious, getting in great shape. And it looks as though he is having a good camp. But once again, this is what you want. Aiden is trying to make sure that he's in the league for a long time. It's clear cut that he's not the Raiders' future. You guys, it's just he's not. Like Geno is the guy for now and the near future, and then in one of these next few drafts, we'll probably end up drafting a guy, and he'll be the future. Aiden at this point is going to be our backup. Will he see the football field at some point? Maybe. If Geno goes down, then once again, good problem to have with Aiden O'Connell to be able to go out there and already have some chemistry with these guys. But anyone that says that this is a quarterback competition is actually smoking dick and dynamite, D&D. I just don't understand that. And once again, I don't do the whole clickbait thing. It's so funny. Me and Wasted talk. We're like, we would have probably 100,000 subscribers and way more views on every single video if we put extra shit on our titles. But guess what? That's just not who we are. We don't need to do that. We just
and bro, like at the end of the day, I'm not here to officiate however anybody does their business.
No,
and I'm not messy like that because I really don't give a shit what anybody else does, right? You know what I'm saying? I got my guys that I rock with and that I actually have friendships with. And not for nothing, Sanjit's one of those guys.
Our dog. Hell yeah.
That's our dog. But at the end of the day,
we have a ton of history with Mitch as well.
Yeah. And no disrespect to bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you have more history with him than I do, right? Because you know how I am. I don't really get it.
Yeah, I know.
But the thing is that it's no disrespect to them. It's just we choose to operate in a different manner, right? And it doesn't make us better than anyone, right? But the thing is, for me, this is about really giving you guys information and not affirmation.
I like that comment.
All of the times, bro, that these reporters are putting things out and stuff like that, and that's cool. We can't surmise anything off of what's been done already. They haven't even hit. Nobody's hit each other yet. Yeah. How could anybody's position be on the line and no one's gotten hit yet?
Yep.
This is football we're talking about here. We're not playing tiddlywinks.
Yeah.
Nobody's fucking out there playing Connect Four. This is like, what the F are we talking about here?
Yeah. In camp without the pads on, you can hold on to the football as long as you like.
Yeah. Everybody looks great then.
Yeah.
Until somebody gets smacked in the mouth.
Yeah. But I love that comment, Helen, and this is facts. You can't say that because Geno was once where Aiden was. No controversy. Geno starter and Aiden the backup. Well, this is the thing I can say, Helen. The only back and forth I can have with you is that Geno was a highly touted guy out of West Virginia, right? He was a guy that a lot of people, including myself and Wasted, we've talked about this a ton. We thought he was going to be one of the next guys coming out of West Virginia at the collegiate level. Aiden O'Connell was kind of more
first round pick. We thought he was going to be first round. He was actually invited to sit in the green room, and he got drafted in the second round.
Fell to the second round. And Aiden was a guy that nobody talked about during that draft class or during that process, and he ended up going in the 4th, 5th round. So, hey, if Aiden can find a way to be the next Geno Smith, that is great. That is a great thing. But once again, there's no competition there. There's just not. Pete is here for 3 years. He's here for what they say. What's the old school saying? He's here for
he's here for a good time, not
a long time, right? And guess what? He is betting he's putting all his chips on the table with Geno Smith in the building. Yeah. He's not making that kind of move to bring in Geno to bench him.
He sure the hell isn't. This is another thing of everybody speculating for no reason. This is what I'm talking about. They've made these decisions.
Mm-hmm.
They've made these decisions, bro. He's their starter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Colton Miller, unless further notice, he's going to be the left tackle. Like Brock Bowers did starting tight end. We know what the depth chart looked like. Everybody tries to get all, listen, what I would tell you is this, right? As it pertains to the offensive line and this offense in large, right? There's only a few positions that are up for grabs.
Yes, the guard spots.
The guard spots are up for grabs.
The linebackers in terms of starters.
Yeah, I was saying on the offensive side of the ball.
Oh, okay.
On the offensive side of the ball, because we understand
that's it.
The offense it's the guards and maybe who's going to be the
wide receiver
or starting wide receiver, and that's it. Everything else has been pretty much decided already.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's been decided already, guys. There are no job applications. All of the competition peak stuff and compete is mostly going to be on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
It's going to be mostly over there. You got probably 4 or 5 guys on the defense side of the ball that are going to start, and that's it.
Yeah.
And everything else is up for grabs. So like for me, I'm just looking at this and for people to actually give this any legs is the problem with some of this shit. Yeah. This is the problem. Like
not even only in Raider Nation, but in just this new media world, period.
Yeah, this is the problem, bro. Just the fact that because there's some similarities to Aiden's story and Tom Brady, immediately, he's just like Tom Brady. He's the next Tom Brady. Yeah. Oh, Aiden, like get the F up out of here with that crap. Tom Brady, listen, bro. You can go 100 years and you might not ever have a story as compelling, or the equal of what Tom Brady did in the National Football League.
Yeah, I mean, somebody's got Jordan's story coming up. Like some of the greats have had, those kind of stories. Like, I mean, but once again, Aiden's is not that. Aiden has a phenomenal story, though. I think he was a walk-on at Purdue when he was like the 8th quarterback or something along those lines on that chart, and he made his way up to become a starter. And the situation was, he has a great story. And I'm happy that Aiden O'Connell is a Raider and that he's in the building. I think these last 2 years, it's clear cut that Aiden can go win you some games here and there. He can lose you some games here and there. And me and Waster were major advocates for him to start last season. Yeah. So, and be the guy fully all last season. But once again, it didn't happen. But this is no disrespect to Aiden, you guys.
Yeah, not at all. But bro, listen, they're paying Geno Smith green money. And they gave up some premium draft capital for this guy. Yes. And they could have most likely moved up. They could have taken one of the guys who were well regarded in this draft as one of the top quarterbacks by other people. Yeah. And until the media got involved, they could have taken Shador. They could have taken a lot of different people if they felt that, Geno wasn't their guy. Yes. But guess what? You if you want to know about him starting, you don't hear Chip Kelly talking about Aiden O'Connell. You hear Chip Kelly saying, hey, it's a blessing having a veteran quarterback to run my system.
Yeah.
It's a blessing.
Facts plus tax, man. Everybody wipe them feet, y'all. Pay your bar tabs. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are not subscribed yet. Salute to my guy, Raider Air in the building. Just tuning in. What's up, OGs? Man, this Wilkins shit sounds like a Chappelle Show skit. Shaking my head.
Yeah, this man.
Is facts.
This is Raider slap ass, right?
Yeah, for real. If you get a chance to run the show back, you'll get our take on the whole tickle fiasco, so to speak. Salute to my guy. Let's go over some footnotes from today's training camp today. Salute to our guy Ryan McFadden over at ESPN covering the Raiders. This is his year 1 covering the team. Has some great tweets out there. Salute to our guy Tashawn Reed, also who works in the building, I believe, for what was this NY Times and The Athletic. Yeah, I believe. Yeah. We talked about Aiden O'Connell at the end of practice through a pick to DB Greedy Vance. I, for one, am not upset about this. Aiden has had a good camp, but it's great to hear a name like Greedy Vance, where we need some corner help, right? And a UDFA from USC, a place where, Pete has a ton of history at. I'm excited to see if this guy's name continues to be brought up when the pads come on. Interesting one here from Tashawn. DeCameron Richardson is running with the starters, not just once, but again. He also had a nice pass breakup in the end zone matched up with Thornton. What do you think about this? Because this is a guy that fits that Pete kind of guy.
Well, look, this is a guy that I've been talking about all offseason. I've been talking about him all offseason. Everybody's forgetting. But I told you he's a big physical kid. And I got a feeling that Pete. And I like what I saw out of him last year. Now, I know a lot of people, he's getting cooked. He's a rookie. Yeah. But I like a lot of the physical attributes, man. This is a guy that I can see, being the Brandon Browner to the Darian Porter's,
I like that.
I like that. I can see that, man.
Yeah. This is a guy that's 6'2", 6'3", almost 200 pounds, short tackler. Once again, he's not a ball hawk. I don't think he's ever had a pick at the collegiate level.
No, but he's a guy who knocks everything down, though.
Yeah. He started in 7 games for us last year, went through his bumps and bruises. We already know because he was kind of thrown into the fire, so to speak, to be out there because of all the injuries, the Jacorian Bennett, Jack struggling. There was so many different, things. And salute to Jack Jones on getting the job with the Miami Dolphins. I'm telling you right now, this is just kind of off script, but if he is bought in, Miami, you got one. And they went and got Mike Hilton. I don't know what Jordan was thinking. Jordan Schultz calling him a safety. I don't think Mike Hilton's ever played the safety position. He's always been a nickel corner. But they went and got Hilton and Jack, 2 guys that can definitely turn that thing around out there. So salute to Jack. But this is a guy that played in 12 games last year, Cameron Richardson. Started in 7, 3 passes defense, 46 combined tackles, 27 solo, 19 assists. He also had a tackle for a loss. No QB hits. He didn't get to the quarterback once. But this is a guy, once again, we preached this all offseason, Wasted. And yes, you have spoken a ton about DCAM. 6'2", big body guy. I like that Browner comparison. I think he's looking for that. He's looking for guys that he can look at as those Legion of Boom type dudes. And DCAM definitely fits the script. He fits the description for sure.
Yeah, I mean, bro, you know what? When people think about being a corner, everybody looks at, and it's the same thing with like defensive ends, right? You have some defensive ends who have a talent for getting to the quarterback. And that is definitely a premium skill, but it's not the only skill when you talk about a defensive end or a pass rusher. They have to be able to tackle and things like that, i.e. Yannick Ngakoue.
Oh, man.
So the thing is, with some of these corners, they might not be the kind of guys who intercept the football, but if they knock the ball down and they're sure tacklers, which is a skill within itself for a corner, it's very valuable.
In some eyes, it's even better.
And that's how I value DCAM.
Yeah.
He's the guy that played in the SEC and played guys that played at a high level at Mississippi State, and he balled. He never got cooked by any of these guys. He played against a bunch of first-round picks down there every single week, and he held his own. This is a kid, I'm telling you, keep your eyes on this kid.
Yeah. DCAM is definitely going to be on this roster for sure come week 1. He's going to play a ton of reps this upcoming season as well. Ryan also went on to Twitter, and Mike, I'll get to your super here in a second, brother. Overall, it's been a solid day for the Raiders offense. Smith and O'Connell both look sharp. The connection between Smith and Myers continues to build. So it looks as though he is looking at him a ton out there in that offense, which is a great sign because Jacoby's coming off of a great year last year, and he's looking for a new deal. And I think that Geno's definitely going to help him secure that bag here very soon. Geno also, we talked about this, through a great, one of his best throws at camp, completes a TD pass to tight end Brock Bowers with rookie Darian Porter in coverage. Also, O'Connell with another touchdown pass. This time he connected with Alex Bachman. So O'Connell's been getting a ton of work with the twos. Jack Bech was getting work with the twos as well. Slips past the defense before Aiden O'Connell finds him down the middle for a touchdown. Great sign that Jack Bech is out there moving and shaking. During the red zone 11-on-11s, Smith's pass to tight end Brock Bowers was broken up in the end zone. And this is the first time I heard his name in a long time, by Eric Stokes. Great. A guy that Pete Carroll was spoken a ton about. If he can stay healthy this year, Wasted, he's going to be getting a ton of reps for us this upcoming season. And we talked about
they didn't bring him in for their health, right?
No.
They didn't bring him in for their health. And I think, look, a lot of y'all, we forget football is a business too. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not saying they paid him and they backed the Brinks truck up for Stokes, but you have to justify your judgment to your owner. When you bring these guys in, you don't bring these guys in. They might give you a mulligan. You bring a guy in like say for Jalen Smith or one of these guys, and you cut him. That's the price of doing business. Mm-hmm. But when you start looking at the roll call of the people that they brought in free agency, Stokes is right up at the top of the list as one of their big free agent acquisitions that weren't already on this team. So Max and Butler don't really count to me in the same percentage.
Yes.
But Chin and Stokes were two of the biggest guys that they brought in. Yeah. You got to justify that. So I don't see Stokes not getting a lot of burn in consideration.
I think Chin came down with a pick today as well. Let me look this up. I think I seen it earlier. Tashawn also talked about DCAM. Also, Tommy Eichenberg was getting some first team reps today. So a name that we haven't heard a ton about recently. The young former Ohio State guy, year 2. We've been waiting to see if Tommy Eichenberg was going to find or carve a spot on this roster, and it looks as though he's getting some first-team snaps. Once again, will he stay there? To be determined. They put a lot of new bodies in that room. There's a lot of competition there for Tommy, but for him to get first-team snaps is great. But also, this goes kind of further into the Jordan Meredith and JPJ thing, you guys. This team is just trying to see what they have. They got to run some of these guys with the ones, including DCAM. I don't know if DCAM is going to start from day one, but they want these guys to get live bullets with the team against the ones.
It makes sense, bro. It makes sense. You cannot have these guys here, just sitting there in the classroom, and then you're going to look for them to be successful, and they have no clue what's going on. Yeah. They have to, like Graphk hit it right on the head. And I think that's part and parcel of the reason why they're going to have joint practices as well.
Yes, the Niners. Yep.
Yeah, that's part and parcel.
Excited. Max is excited for that. But also, don't do it like Cleveland, you guys, where Shedeur, production-wise, has had the most production out of all those quarterbacks in that competition, but the only quarterback that has not played with the ones. Play with the 2s, play with the 3s. All these other guys are getting all those first-team reps, and Shedeur's production has looked the best out of every quarterback. And I'm not trying to make this about Shedeur. All I'm saying is put him out there against the ones.
Look, I'm going to be honest with you. I think too much is made of him being the best quarterback there. Because
no. I'm not saying he's the best quarterback, brother. I'm just saying put him out there against the ones. Everybody else is.
But see, this is the thing, right? Then they might not view him as a viable option to be their starter. Like, everybody talks about how Shedeur's doing, and nobody's looking at the fact that maybe he's going up against guys that aren't even going to make the team when he's out there. Okay, he's up there taking reps against guys that are the 4th and 5th.
You're helping my point, Wasted. If you want to see this guy potentially make this roster, they were thinking about taking him in the top 10 at one point. If you want to make sure that he's not the guy or the guy, give him some live bullets.
But who are we speaking about taking him in the top 10? The Cleveland Browns definitely weren't thinking about taking
at one point. I mean, no. I'm saying at one point the Giants were thinking about
it. But that's not the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns thought that Dylan Gabriel was a better quarterback. They took him before him. So they're not. I don't think Shedeur Sanders. I think because the hype. I've never seen a guy that got drafted as low as him get this much hype. Like, and look, I'm a big Shedeur guy, and I think that
it's the name.
Yeah, it's the name. It's bullshit because they have plans for Dylan Gabriel. They were made to take that guy. You can look at the 2 guys from the Cleveland Browns front office when they took Shedeur Sanders. Their owner made that call and made them do that.
They look pretty pissed off.
They look pissed. Let's be for real here. So they're like, yo, man, fuck this kid. We don't care how much media attention he gets. If he pull up in a Lamborghini, we don't care. He is not in our plans. You got Kenny Pickett there. You got Joe Flacco. You got all these people that in their infinite wisdom is getting more snaps than him. So when you say, oh, he's 11 on 11, who's he 11 on 11 against? Yeah. Probably guys that are going to be bagging groceries in a month.
Salute to Michael. The Bolts paid Slater today. Yes, they made him the highest paid tackle in football history. And deserve it. He's probably the best tackle in football, at least top 3.
Yeah.
What is Miller going to get? It's nothing near
that, bro. Colton Miller is not that level of prospect.
And also, he's over 30 years old. This is Slater's 2nd contract. Nowhere near that. I mean,
this is the contract Colton got 4 years ago from us.
Yes, exactly. So we've talked about this ad nauseum over here at Showmore. I mean, he probably gets somewhere in that 20 million range per, somewhere around there, but nowhere near that kind. And then he had like 90+ million guaranteed, which is like the most guarantees ever, I believe, for offensive tackle as well. So don't expect that, my brother. Salute to you on the $5 special. Hey, Jason Hall, real quick, my brother. We almost 1,000 people here in the building. Pray for my pops. He's fighting for his life. Prayers going out to you and your family, my brother. Real talk, man. Hopefully, everything goes. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but hopefully, man, God permitting, everything goes smooth with you and your family, brother. Salute to Jason Hall, who's been a member for 43 months and has even watched the show even longer than that. So salute to my guy, Jason. Appreciate you for pulling up, brother. I wanted to go over a few more things with Deshaun as well. The right when practice started, Wasted, which is great because I love hearing this guy's name. Homegrown talent. Geno Smith hit Trey Tucker for a TD on a deep shot during team drills. Ran a nice play action, Wasted. When do you hear that? When do you hear that with the Raiders?
Yeah, you haven't heard it in a long damn time. I tell you that.
One of the greatest plays ever. like a play action that just is beautiful, right? Every other team,
it's football 101, right?
Yes, every other team seems to execute it every Sunday. Well, we ran a nice little play action fake.
Presents the Max best.
Oh my God, what the hell just happened here? What the hell just happened here?
I'm gonna mute your mic.
F just happened.
Did you go on YouTube?
No.
Oh shit, I don't know.
No.
But that's a great sign of things to come with Trey Tucker. Another guy that can take the top off of defense. Him with that speed, and Dante with with his speed on the boundary. This can be a fun offense with Mayer and Brock and Jacoby and Besh just eating up the middle of the football field. So I'm excited. Wasted was over there watching Pornhub, y'all. I told you that feet shit is real.
Oh man, yo, this guy, you got to chill, bro.
Hey, the setups are just godly.
No. Wait, hold on. Time out. No. I have my children watching this. I am not watching no effing. Watch the effing mouth grab. You speeding over here. No, I'm trying to set my damn soundboard so I can mute and beep your punk ass. Look at you. Talking about feet up here on the screen, playing with his feet. F up out of here.
It was Fat Pete. Salute to everybody here once again in the building. You guys wipe them feet. Make sure you guys do all that good stuff to Shieldmore. Light the thumb, break the thumb. Look, we got some crazy sayings in Shieldmore. Bar tabs and all that good stuff. And hit that subscribe button if you guys are not subscribed yet. Brandon says mute the Pornhub wasted. This is facts, man. He almost got us demonetized.
Yo, this is insane, bro. You know what's funny about this, bro? What I would tell you is, Graphk up here, with his whole little setup in his nose, with his dominatrix earrings in his face, calling me some kind of porn monger. This is the funny thing, bro. You see this guy?
Yo, bro, first and foremost,
bro, you got a Prince Albert in your nose.
I watch porn in a lot. Okay, so in the wise words of Sue Surf, I watch Pornhub in a lot. Okay, I'm not running from smoke.
What the F is wrong with you?
What are we talking about here?
What's wrong with you, man? I mean, listen, do you know that is the devil's playground right there, man?
Hey, man, and I have fun.
That is the devil's playground. You up here being a little porn mogul, little stinking booty little boy.
Hey, well, I will swing my ass over to Pornhub and slide on in. There's a park pun. There you go. Doo-doo.
Get the F up out of here with your crap. I am here to talk football. I am a professional and a father.
It's a family
F is wrong with you.
It's a family show, Wasted.
Yes.
Family show. Salute to C. Gabe Go. Wasted with the Feet Finder premium account.
C. Gabe Go. Blocked. Blocked. Yo, I just don't understand how you got a guy that his saying on the beginning of his show in big bold letters is wipe them feet, suck them toes. And then you guys are putting that on me?
Pause. And for you to say a Prince Albert, that's just, bro, you're the most disrespectful motherfucker.
It goes deep, Graphk.
That's crazy, bro.
It goes deep, Graphk.
That is wild. A Prince Albert on my note. Yo,
it goes deep. Listen.
I really want to just
and the first thing that comes up is wipe them feet. Thank you. I'm done.
Yo, salute to 10 Commandments. Do you feel we have the offensive line talent to create an O-line that provides zero weaknesses for Chris Jones to exploit? I don't think that any offensive line has that kind of zero weakness for Chris Jones to exploit. Chris Jones is a madman. He's always going to find his way around any offensive line, 10 Commandments. So to answer your question, simple and plain, no. And I don't think any other team does either. He is a game wrecker. He is one of the best defensive tackles in football for a reason. And no. Anything to add?
Bro, like that's the thing. Like Chris Jones, the guy's going to walk into the Hall of Fame. And guys that walk into the Hall of Fame that play defensive tackle walk through your offensive line no matter who you got. Now, unless you got like the Hogs or something like that, and you got another person on the offensive line who's also going to walk into the Hall of Fame, that's just kind of just what happens, right?
Yeah.
And how many Hall of Fame guards do we got in the league right now, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you got the kid from Indy, right? Zach Martin's retired.
Yeah.
You know, there's not too many guards in this league that can go head up with a guy like that.
Top Beast
is what it is.
Top Beast says we're going off the rails. I'm blocking everybody.
Thank you, Top. Thank you. Enough of this.
Yo, salute to my guy, Abstract Raider. And you know what? I'm lying about Pornhub also because Texas, we don't have access to it anymore. That's how you know I was a Pornhub aficionado. We can't sign in anymore.
Yo, what is wrong with you, bro? Yo, look, listen, bro. Every sponsor that is thinking about dealing with us, because we are currently in process of getting sponsorships, right? We have some that are about to start in the beginning of the season. Graphk just got every single one of them flushed down the toilet again.
Salute to xvideos.com. Salute to Abstract. We went from black Air Force One energy to the grandpa Nike white Monarchs. Let's effing go. The Costco specials, Abstract. You love to see it. The Kirkland signature joints.
Yo, look, Pete got the boutique joints, bro. He got the Raider Monarchs, bro.
And them shits is buff and bloated.
Bro, I'm not mad at him, bro. I'm not mad. Listen, man. I'm getting to the point now.
Comfort, baby. Comfort.
Listen, I'm getting to the point now where if I'm being honest, yo, I've been wearing just like running shoes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking more for comfort now. And I got Graphk tell you, bro, I have way too many Jordans. Like way too many.
You want comfort, Tom? I got woven ones.
Yeah, like not for real. Like if I'm being honest, I've been wearing a lot of New Balances and stuff like that lately, bro. I'm kind of the graphic Gooner Raider. Y'all wildin'. Like, but yeah, baby. Like all of like, you know, the Jordans and stuff like that. And you know, listen, man, they call me Mr. Deadstock, right? I got so many sneakers, but I just can't even wear some of that shit anymore. It makes your feet hurt, bro.
I'm gonna tell y'all a secret, Raider Nation. Nobody in the world calls wasted Mr. Deadstock.
No.
Wasted.
No. Not. See, listen, let me tell you something. If I tell you a duck can pull a truck, hook the motherfucker up. People definitely called me Mr. Deadstock because, and not for nothing, Graphk, has there been a time you've been around me that you've seen me with the same pair of kicks on?
No. Oh, yeah, the same pair of kicks as me. We always wore the bows.
Well,
the same pair of kicks, yes.
Yeah, but and I got them first. So let's just get that clear too. But I digress. Listen, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm not mad at Pete, bro. I'm getting into my old man phase, bro.
Cutting Pete.
I am not mad at you, bro. Listen, I am getting into my old man phase. You guys, I might have me a pair of Air Monarchs.
Shit, I'm about to go get me some too.
I'm about to get me a pair of Air Monarchs, bro.
Yeah. Salute to Ask a Bum, one of the greatest names in YouTube history. I don't trust Joe Woods. He was awful in New Orleans despite having a pretty talented defense. Plus, he's coaching both sides of the ball.
Bro, listen.
Yo, but I'm trying to figure out what that has to do with what we're talking about.
Nothing. I want to ask a bum what the F you're talking about.
I'm just trying to figure it out. So, because is he coaching both sides of the ball?
I mean, listen, Joe Woods came from the Browns, right? You know what I'm saying? So, what they talking about him being a defensive back coach?
I don't know.
Look, man, whatever.
Now, I know he was a former Raider defensive backs coach early in like 2014 as well. But he's a pass game coordinator / that's not helping, but he's not working on the offensive side of the ball. That's not working with the offense, correct, Wasted, right? Like pass coordinator / defensive backs, that's still working with the defensive backs.
Yeah, I mean, bro, whatever. No disrespect to Azkaban, that's my guy, but
no. I like Azkaban. That's my. I'm just trying to figure out.
I'm trying to figure out the correlation between what we were talking about.
Yeah, no, he asked earlier. I missed the super. So
okay,
that was on me. Salute to my guy. But I'm just trying to figure out what that entails because he is working as the pass game coordinator, but he's the defensive backs coach. So I don't know. I mean, what is essentially? I'm gonna look this up so I'm not tripping right now. But he's the defensive passing game coordinator. Let me see. Pass game coordinator. Passing coordinator or passing game coordinator is a coach who focuses on the passing aspects of an offense, working with the quarterbacks, wide receivers, and the offensive players to develop to execute the passing game strategy. They analyze opponents, plan passing plays, and work with other coaches to implement the passing attack. So, I mean, but honestly, he's still working on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, I mean, look, bro.
He's not going to have too much to say on that offensive side of the ball.
But bro, not even that though, right? Like,
but that's a great comment though.
It's a great comment, but this is the thing, bro. This New Orleans and what we got going on here, two different things. Like you got a guy like a Dennis Allen, and no disrespect, but all disrespect. Dennis Allen should never have been head coach down there. Dennis Allen is not a good head coach. That wasn't a good program down there. You know, they took a tremendous step down from Sean Payton to that guy.
Yeah.
Right. And everything that Dennis Allen has touched as a head coach of the National Football League has turned to mud.
I love what Ron Justice said. Wasted right there. It's an expensive way to explain what's on film.
Yeah.
I mean, and once again, you want your defensive court or a guy that's coaching the defensive backs to be able to work that, because he's coaching against those wide receivers constantly. No,
that's a fact. That's a fact, man. I mean, 10 Commandments, man. Listen,
Toe Woods.
Yo, 10 Commandments. I asked a question before because Chris Jones seen to exploit Andre James at every crucial moment in recent games. James is no longer on the roster. I mean, I get it, right? But the thing is this, man. It wasn't just Chris Jones, right? Like, I can live with Chris Jones getting the better of a guy like Andre James, but if that wasn't the case, like, we've seen people that are just fringe. I'm gonna give you an example, like Bilal Nichols.
Yeah.
Bilal Nichols, before he came to the Raiders, when he was on the Bears, he abused Andre James.
Oh my! I was at that game.
He abused him.
That
was the crux of our problem with
that.
Him.
Was Gruden's last game.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like, bro, the crux of that is that, yo, the fact that you're getting abused by that guy, that means that we gotta replace you. If Chris Jones beats you in the most crucial moments, that's what great pass rushers and great players do. Like, that's like saying, you know, like Reggie White. Reggie White used to get the better of guys that walked into the Hall of Fame right along with him, right? Michael Strahan. At times, Michael Strahan would close that gap, and it was nothing you could do. You had guys like John Runyon for the Eagles.
That's what she said. Wait.
Oh, Blake Zoomer. I see. I was trying to pull up the damn soundboard and they play the commercial. Man, it's bullshit.
Oh, okay. So that's what it was.
Yeah,
but
man, I can't even do it, man.
Andre James, it sounds as though he's already lost that starting. Like, I mean, there's still time to figure it out, but it sounds like they're looking at him as already a bad investment in the offseason, bringing in Andre James. Like, it looks as though they're already looking at him as a backup. So I don't, you know,
it's depth piece. And it's crazy. It's crazy to me, right? They probably made that signing on some, we're going to get the double whammy, right? We're going to fill a position of need, and we're going to take something away from the Raiders. That goes to show you that they don't pay attention, right? Yeah. Because he was something that, and it wasn't like they traded for him, but it's like, you know, they listen, man, the Raiders said, thank you. We put like bed bugs, like we gave him a blanket full with smallpox and bed bugs. That's what we gave him. We gave him Andre James. You guys want to start this guy? God bless you. If you look at that offensive line, that offensive line is probably the most talented offensive line in the division.
Hey, man, I think Alex Bachman is going to be wide receiver 1 because of that Wilkins video, though.
Oh, my God. Alex Bachman is going to be sitting next to Mark Davis like freaking Marcel Reese when he gets off of Raiders.
You guys expect Alex Bachman to be the next Tim Brown in the silver and black. A few more things I wanted to talk about. Once again, salute to everybody here in the building. As always, we appreciate you guys for rocking so much. Was the Michael Mayer portion of the presser. We're really excited about what the tight ends can do for this offense. A ton of 2 tight end sets. Talked about that. No doubt 12 personnel is going to be featured a ton in this offense. What's your expectations for Mayer this upcoming season? It looks as though we have a Mayer that's locked in. It looks as though he got over whatever he was dealing with last season. What do you really think we're going to get with him this upcoming season, Wesley?
Man, I think we are going to get starting tight end production from this guy.
I love it.
I really do, because of how talented Brock Bowers is.
Yeah.
And because of the fact that we don't have a Devontae Adams, like one of those guys that are solidified, you know, X receiver, just 100%, pay him a lot of money, deserves and demands a certain amount of touches. You know, the good thing about this Raider receiver group, and I'm going to put them all in that group, the tight ends, all of the pass catchers, right? Tight end, wide receivers alike. These are all guys that have an athletic ego, but they don't have a professional ego. Mm-hmm. They're all willing to go in there and get it how they live, get it in the mud, play in whatever position that need be, right? Yeah. So you know, if you target and you give Brock Bowers the lion's share of the targets, it's not like Jacoby Myers has a leg to stand on and is going to be, you know, pounding the table and saying, hey, man, I'm being slighted here. I got to get the effing ball and all of that kind of nonsense that comes along with having that star receiver, right?
Yeah.
And look, when you have that and you have Brock lined up in the slot, you know, and then you have a guy like Mayer being a traditional tight end, he is going to listen, bro. I think this guy is going to be a guy that is going to give you like from a fantasy perspective, he's going to be a guy that you can start and flex him out because he's going to give you some good, really good production. For me, man, I see Michael Mayers having probably about 600 yards and over 5 or 6 touchdowns this year. I really do.
Big Mike ain't shit. I just want to put that out there. He texted me and you. He said we should have seen the signs.
Oh my God. No, that's got to be AI right there, bro.
It is.
I was about to say, bro, they ain't do that boy like Nicki Minaj, bro. They made that boy Raider Nicki Minaj, bro. They gotta chill, bro. Yo. I don't ever want to see you. Hey, Mike, I'm blocking you.
Yo, that's hilarious, man. Big Mike is crazy.
Yeah, Big Mike is blocked right now, effective immediately.
I think I want to real quick. Did Big Mike hit that 3,000? I think he almost hit that 3,000. He hit the 3K. Let's go.
Yo, let's go. Salute to Big Mike, man.
Yeah.
Well deserved, man. Big Mike with the 3K, man. Mr. 3,000, a.k.a. Bernie Mac, man.
Bernie Mizzle, man. Salute to Coach Robles. Appreciate you, brother. Can't do the super, but Joe Woods is in charge of the back 7 coverages like Rob Leonard is the run game coordinator. PG still calls the plays. There you go. Salute to my guy, Coach Robles in the building. I was just confused by the comment, but then it made total sense when we looked into it. So
bro, sometimes when you're on the air live, sometimes the wave will pass you a little bit. You get caught up in the undertow.
Yeah, there you go.
Bang, zoom, bang. Undertow. Get it, Graphic Raider. Undertow.
Raider guy, my guy, Graphk Wasted. Do you guys think if we hire Ben Johnson, he would have done what Pete Carroll was doing? No, not at all. Not at all. And I'm not saying that to shit on Ben Johnson. He has not done an inch of what Pete Carroll has done in his long, illustrious career, right? Like, he's done it all. And Wasted, don't go there, bro. I know you're looking for it. I sensed. It's
right there. It's right there, Grab. I'm gonna leave it alone.
You filthy animal. I'm
gonna leave it alone, Grab. I'm gonna leave the inch talk to you, right? But the way I see it is this, right? When we were hiring Ben Johnson, he was the number one guy. It's cool to get the shiny object, the brand new, you know, the hottest game system out there, right? It's cool, right? But sometimes it's good to go for old reliable. I think this organization, it's all about fits, right? Pete Carroll was a better fit for us, right? And this is why. The one thing that has not been there that would have been there with Ben Johnson is a lot of detractors about whether or not Ben Johnson can get it done, right? Because a lot of people will say, well, this is Josh McDaniels all over again. A lot of people would say, I mean, Ben Johnson's never been a head coach, right? But there is still the specter of, can he be a good head coach? He's a great play caller.
The greatest offensive, like he had all that talent he had in that offense. Like,
yeah. So then you come here and you don't have that. You don't have the same level of quarterback. We don't know whether or not Ben Johnson would have made this move for Geno, right?
No, he wouldn't have.
He wouldn't have, right? So Pete Carroll has come here and brought some stability. So there's a foundation to building a great team just by virtue of his approach. And the one thing that we don't have to worry about is, can he coach? We know he can coach. He's done it at every level. So that's a great thing for Raider Nation to kind of calm us down and allow the team to be great.
Yeah, Sean Stock, this is facts. What Pete brings is knowing how to win. We haven't had that in a long time. This is facts, man. We've had a bunch of situations where it's like we're hoping that they can be the next John Madden, or we're hoping they can be the next, John Gruden, like guys that are like coming in first-time guys. Well, Josh McDaniels had a shot with Denver, but we know how that looked. But the APs of the world, and I think honestly, outside of Gru, the best coach that we've had in years is. Am I tripping? Was it Del Rio? Honestly,
it was definitely Jack, man. I mean, he got to the playoffs, and listen, man. The thing for me with Pete is that you don't have to talk about if he's the next he's the first Pete Carroll. We don't have to say, oh, is he going to be the next John Madden like with AP? Is he going to be the next John Gruden? This is like this year. This is unique to him because he is a Hall of Fame coach with with a resume that
every
precedes
level.
At every level. He has a resume that precedes him. So we can sit back and just be like, hey, if Pete did that, it's a damn good move. Like, even with this stuff with Wilkins, right? Had Ben Johnson done that, the nation will be flaming him now.
Yeah.
The nation, why would they do that? They're so stupid. The Raiders it up again. The fact that Pete is saying it and being like, hey, man, you got to get the fuck on. Right? Yo, that lets you know this is a guy that's got jewelry in college and in the NFL. There's not too many people walking the earth who have that.
Mm-hmm.
Who has him? Jimmy Johnson? Who else? Barry Switzer? That's it.
Real quick, I'm going to go over a few more tweets before we get out of here. Salute to Jesse Merrick over there, Silver and Black Sports. Has some tweets out there as well. This is coming from Tyree Wilson on the presser. I feel like I'm way more advanced than I was in year 1 and year 2. Also, I mean, a lot more healthy, right? Wasted. I think he's more up to speed with the speed of the game. He knows the expectations now with a healthy Max and Malcolm Kuntz. I mean, I think Tyree understands the assignment, and he understands he's going to have to play inside and outside this year, especially with Wilkins no longer in the fold. Somebody by the name of Boomstick asked him, and this is a good question because we're hearing a ton about the 3rd and 4th and 5th tight ends on this roster, right? At least right now. Hey, any sighting of Quadir Ishmael or Justin Shorter? I know Ian Thomas, Mayer are likely the main backups, but maybe one of the younger, faster guys could earn a spot. He went on to say, to be honest, I haven't noticed either one of them a ton. Ishmael has made some plays, which I have heard. He's made a few here and there, but the first and second team are getting the bulk of the reps early here. I think we'll see more of those guys during the Legion practice on Saturday throughout the preseason. So not too much on the back. I mean, look, man, the tight ends are Brock Bowers and Michael Mayer. I'm assuming Ian Thomas is going to be that veteran blocking tight end, that third guy that'll make this roster. But it would be interesting if one of those other guys could potentially crack a roster spot. Then Graham also went on to talk about a little bit more about Lalu. He's trending the right way. He's a technician. He's physical, he's smart, and he's accountable. A lot of those things that we're looking for. Big opportunity for him to come in and kind of get some more reps for Christian Wilkins no longer in the building. Yeah. Also, man, I wanted to go over one more thing. And while I bring this up, you guys, make sure y'all wipe them feet, man. Hit them thumbs up. If you guys are not subscribed yet, once again, what are y'all waiting on? Hit that subscribe. We are trying wasted. What's the new goal right now, brother?
I mean, for me, it's 20K. But at the end of the day, man, wherever they have and they want to send me is where I'm gonna go. But I want to get up to 20K and then I want to get up to 30K, man. There you go.
And last thing, you guys, I know we weren't live yesterday. The Raiders did claim a defensive tackle off the waiver wire. Keandre Coburn will be a Raider, at least for right now. I'm looking at this as more of a camp body situation. He's been in the league for a few years, hasn't really done a ton. But we got him off the waiver wire Friday, wasted. It comes a day, and this is according to Pro Football Talk. It comes a day after the team released veteran defensive tackle Christian Wilkins. The Titans waived Coburn on Thursday to make room for the signing of free agent Jihad Ward, former Raider great. Titans coach Brian Callahan said the team wants to make room for its young defensive tackles, which include Cam Horsley or Isaiah Rakes. Coburn, 25, joined the Titans late in the 2023 season from the Chiefs practice squad. He appeared in 15 games for Tennessee last season, recording 14 total tackles and 126 defensive snaps and 18 on special teams. Former 6th rounder of the Chiefs in 2023. This is an interesting pickup. I mean, we need another body there, but honestly, wasted this to me. This is a camp body situation. Former Texas product, really had some good tape when he played in college. But I mean, you look, he is a nose tackle by trade. You know what I mean? So this is a guy that if he does find a way to make this roster, I mean, he is a nose tackle. There's that. But you look at the stats. He's played in 20 games. He started in only one game in his career. 18.7 career combined tackles, 8.5 solo. 10.2 assists, 1 tackle for a loss.
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty much last season with Tennessee. He had 8 tackles and all that stuff. That's a good game. That's a good game for a guy that's a fringe starter in the NFL.
Yeah. Right. But other than that, I think that this is it's an interesting move. I mean, after we had Quentin Jefferson in the building and he left without a deal, it looks like Keandre Coburn will have a chance to try and find his way on this roster. I think the bare minimum, maybe the practice squad, but I don't see this as a situation. Maybe they're going to have him come in and just try to keep, I think they're going to try to keep Jonah fresh. They're going to try and keep some of these other guys fresh, JJ and Tonka. I think it's great to bring in another body, at least competition.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. You need that, right? You need those camp bodies, and you got to make sure that these guys, especially when you have these inter-squad kind of live bullets, when you have them going up against other teams, you got to make sure that you're not having some of the guys that you're depending on throughout the season taking too many snaps.
Yeah.
And that's really what it's about, snaps.
No, this is facts. Jordan says, if AP was still head coach, what would happen in the draft and free agency? I don't even know, Jordan.
We don't know, man. We didn't know what was going to happen when he was here. So I don't know what the hell would happen if he still was here.
And we don't even know how much say he had in anything. That was a Tom Telesco draft to us. So I don't really know, what would be going on. And to be real, look, we have a better coach now. The energy is through the roof in that building. I'm just ready to move on from that. Salute to AP. He got a job with the New York Giants. Great to see that he's still in the league and he found a spot. No disrespect to AP. I mean, I was trying to move on badly from AP. Yeah. And, thank God we got Pete Carroll in the building, but I have no clue, Jordan. Salute to you. And I'll give you one update real quick. Salute to Mackie. He says, what's this with JPJ? It's not garbage. It's just a bunch of guys getting reps with the ones because they want to see what they have. DeCameron Richardson has been playing with the ones. Tommy Eichenberg got some reps with the ones. Jordan Meredith, reps at the center position with the ones. They want to see what some of these guys look like out there against the better guys on this roster. So nothing to see here. I think Jordan Meredith is going to be a guard on this team, but he may be the backup center for JPJ come week 1. So, and once again, build that chemistry up with Geno Smith. It makes a ton of sense to do it now early on in training camp. I don't think that JPJ is thinking of anything of this at all. I mean, let's just keep it a buck here. I mean, that's the guy. He is the center.
You're trying to teach Jordan Meredith to be a center.
Yeah.
And JPJ's a center by trade. It doesn't make any earthly sense.
Yeah.
I don't see how Jordan Meredith could have done something with outside of pads that can unseat a guy that played as well as he did at that position last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like guys, let me give you an example, right? Say for instance, this is 2 weeks from now, and we're going into preseason games, and they're not playing Jordan Meredith, and they got him running with the ones. Then and only then do you say, "Hey, man, what the hell is going on?"
Yeah, if you say that JPJ playing a ton of snaps in preseason,
then that's when you say, "What the hell is going on?" Right?
Yeah.
This early, like this is not a thing at all.
And remember, you guys, I know it was because of Parham, but Munford has gotten some one rep at the left guard spot. A ton of these guys, they're trying to see what they have. This is a new regime. Pete Carroll is not familiar with all these guys. These are not Pete Carroll guys. Honestly, I mean, outside of this draft class and a few free agents, he's trying to find his way with all these guys. So they want to see what they have. You know what I mean?
And they listen before they walk out. And this is why I love about this regime, and that's different than having a new guy come in here or having a guy with a humongous ego like John Gruden.
Mm-hmm.
They're not just going and saying, "Hey, throw everything in the refrigerator and the cabinets out. Let's go shopping from the ground up."
Yeah.
No, what they're doing is they walking out in the pantry. They looking in. If you got a garage refrigerator too, they looking out there. What do we got? We trying to build a lasagna here, man. How much? Do we got some tomato sauce? We got some noodles here. What's going on here? We're not just gonna go run to the store without making sure we got some of the ingredients right in house. They're seeing what ingredients are in house, and then they're gonna prepare their shopping list. Yeah. Right. So I know that's a really weird analogy, but it's very true. So when we ask why isn't John Spytek done this, that, or the third, I prefer them going this route. And seeing, hey, man, if I got the answer in the building, why the hell am I going to go out and go get somebody? That's why when people start talking about, go get Trey Hendrickson. For what?
For what? Yeah.
For what, bro? Like, yo, it's not like he's going to sit Max down. And guess what? You got a guy in Malcolm Kuntz who could beat Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah.
You don't know it yet. He could be right here on your roster. You could pay him a whole hell of a lot less, and he's a whole younger.
Yeah.
So that's I love exactly what they're doing, guys. Either way.
If we were 15-2 or 14-3 or 13-4 last season, coming off a playoff berth, and we struggle to get to the passer, you look at Trey Hendrickson. We're a 4-13 team trying to find our way under Pete Carroll. It doesn't make any sense. Salute to Raider Rick. Watch the show back, brother, but apparently he likes to tickle feet. That's all I got for you. Apparently, allegedly.
Well, no, it's not apparent. It's alleged.
Allegedly.
We don't know what he does. The only thing that I know is that he likes to dance and do splits at over 300 pounds.
Yes.
That's the only thing I know.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, the first time I see that Joker do a split or jump over Max Crosby's head, I wanted his ass out of here. Yeah. I will make no bones about it. The thing is, I don't like to be that guy sitting here, right, doing my podcast, representing this team the way I do, because I love this team. This is not this is a labor of love for myself and Graphk, right?
Yes,
I'm going to speak for Graphk, but it's a labor of love. I don't want to see Max Crosby get hurt because you're fucking around after a sack.
Yeah.
And that's nasty, disgusting work. That might be the filthiest thing ever said on YouTube. It might be. Listen, and it's ironic too. It's ironic too. A guy messing around after a sack. Dude, wow. Wow.
Thank God for Sundays, baby.
Wait.
Oh shit,
hey, man. Let me tell you something.
No. Hey, Wasty. Gruden is not going to save you today, bro.
No, man. Nobody. Hey, man.
Oh,
listen, I heard sacks and I had to come running. I'm just saying.
Oh my God. Let's get these supers in, y'all, before we get out. We got 1,000 people in the building. Thank you guys so much. And also, somebody clip that for me, please. Snake Fist, laughing my ass off. Y'all are killing me. Hell, y'all got a Raiders/comedy show going on. Laugh out loud. Salute to our guy, Snake Fist, on the $10 smacker Rudy. Salute to my guy. JXR, do you think we'll see Geno in the preseason? No, I don't think so. I mean, I know that Pete said that he likes to play all his guys in preseason, but there's no reason. He knows who Geno is at this point. I honestly, I mean, Wasted, I know you're trying to, get away from this disgusting shit that you
listen, if I can't talk football in a coherent way, bro, I'm not worried about that. Like, bro,
do you think we see Geno at all? Maybe
I think
series or two.
I think the first, you let him get a series or two, and you sit him down for the rest of the series, man.
It would be a good story, right, to see Geno out there get the first series or two in Seattle, former team.
Yeah, and that's about it, man. I don't think you're gonna see a whole lot of him. I think most of the action you're gonna get from Geno is in those inter-squad games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He'll probably do a lot of that. You know what I mean? Because that's live bullets, and it'll be probably against starters and stuff. I think you get more of that than having him play a preseason game, especially when he understands the offense. Preseason is for guys to make this team, That's what it's about.
You guys, we're getting all the disgusting shit out the way before these sponsors kick in. So we're doing everything now. So when they start,
there's no disgusting stuff. Listen, bro, you gotta relax, bro. It was not that bad, Graphk.
Oh no, you even said it was the most disgusting shit that came.
Well, Graphk, listen, bro, listen. Do not do this, bro, because you have so many moments of pause-worthy things.
Why are we talking about old shit, Wasted?
Bro, listen,
this was 30 seconds ago, bro. Like,
bro, don't make me stop it, bro. Please.
Oh,
stop it.
Look at Wasted. He thought Gruden in the past was gonna help him out in this.
The past always helps me out. Graphk, you said the most disgusting thing in YouTube history. Do I need to bring it up again?
Look, bro, I'm going off of what happened right now. Okay.
Listen, we all fall short of glory, but you've fallen you've fallen 1,000 times, bro. Stop this crap. You stop trying to stop it, bro. Don't make me bring up the most pause-worthy clip in the history of YouTube. I have it ready to go for you. It's always on safety, Graphk.
Okay. You know what? Let me go back to the folder too. Then
I know you got some stuff in the folder.
Oh, I got some shit.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, play. What we tell Christian Wilkins? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Well, hey, bro, you can do what you got to do, brother. I'm trying to do what you got to do, bro. See, this is different. This is Wasted you dealing with here, yo.
Hey, y'all don't even know that Wilkins is over there tickling Wasted's feet right now.
Graphk, you got to chill, man. You got to chill, yo.
Oh my God. Oh my! He said, "Oh, Deadstock, Mr. Deadstock." Let me go pull up the jersey.
Yo, this is a man right now that is trying to, filter traffic to his foot fetish. Wipe them feet. It says it all. Dog, you keep trying to deflect on me, bro. I low key feel.
I'm not trying to do anything on you, Wasted.
You were trying to deflect, bro. You're trying to deflect. You see, the first thing that pops up on this Joker's video is wipe them feet. So why do you need the feet to be clean, Graphk?
What's
going on? What's going on, Graphk?
It doesn't say tickle them feet.
I mean, it almost
Don't say
did.
lick them feet.
It almost did. I mean, what the F is going on here, Graphk? This guy's trying to put that on Wasted jacket. Don't put that on my jacket. You literally have that as the first thing you see when your channel comes on.
Hey, you guys, those who are just pulling up, go back about 2 minutes into the show and you'll hear the most disgusting thing that you have ever heard.
That's not the most disgusting. Graphk. That's not the most disgusting thing, Graphk. You've said some crazy things over the years, bro. Like, stop.
Hey, man, 5 years, man. Some of
the analogies that you made, bro. Dog, stop it. Graphk, you do not want to Graphk. I want this to fuck up our friendship. Stop it. Like, stop it, bro. You are the pause king. You've won that, bro. You're the Barry Bonds of pause worthy.
The roided.
Yo, I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Oh my God, man.
Stop it, God. Chill,
yo,
God.
Anthony, Fat Pete.
Y'all know that about that.
Yo, as always, man, we appreciate you guys so much, man. An hour and a half in. We're going to get the hell out of here. Sounds as though the Raiders had a really good practice today. Geno was lighting it up. Aiden had some good throws. Looks like the offense got the better of the defense today. Salute to Greedy Vance coming down with a pick. Always want to mention his name because he's a UDFA. And if he doesn't find a spot with the Raiders, we want these young kids to be able to continue to play the game that they love. Salute to him. I do believe, once again, that Jeremy Chin had a pick as well. I got to throw that out there. I don't remember where I seen it, but Chin is going to be a baller for us,
bro. You know what's funny, man? I think the Commanders, they're really going to miss him, bro, because the more I hear about this guy, and I'm going to be real with you, I wasn't really tuned in on Jeremy Chin until we got him, and I start kind of going back and watching games, because the only way you can really surmise what kind of guy we're getting is if you go watch some of those Commanders games last year. Commanders were a game away from the Super Bowl last year. This guy played phenomenal, man. And
I mean, you go from Dan Quinn to Pete Carroll, man. I mean, you can only it's
one hand and the other, right? It's like, and that's the cool thing about the NFL, right? With coaching trees and stuff like that. I know I always go back to Bill Parcells and Bill Belichick, right? Because you see a lot of that, or you go to guys like Bill Walsh. How Bill Walsh had that coaching tree, which John Gruden is actually a piece of that Bill Walsh coaching tree, right?
Definitely.
You talk about Gruden and guys like Mike Shanahan, guys like Mike Holmgren, guys like George Seifert and people like that, Mark Trestman, all of these guys that have come. There's a commonality to schemes. Chin played his best in a scheme that was similar to what Pete Carroll's probably going to have Patrick Graham's run.
Yeah,
that is a phenomenal thing for the Raiders, because that guy balled out last year. He's a guy that in the media they didn't talk a lot about, but if you look at him, he was one of the best safeties in the league last year.
Yeah. Well, you guys, I'm gonna go kick my feet up
once again.
I may hit the cigar lounge. Who toes? I mean, I don't know what the rest of the Sunday has prepared for me, but salute to the greatest chat in YouTube history as always. We appreciate you guys so much. Make sure you guys wipe them feet. Also, make sure you pay your bar tabs over at Wasted channel and hit that subscribe button on both channels. Me and Hammer will be live tomorrow breaking down training camp. Wasted will have a solo show prepared. Make sure you guys subscribe to Raider Nation Unlimited. He does great things over there. He doesn't, all the Posworthy shit comes out with me. He actually doesn't usually do that shit by himself. So, I don't know what it is. I guess because I'm Mr. Posworthy, it's a kinetic thing. I don't know, but it is what it is. But salute to my guy, Wade.
He's filthying up my brand, man.
But now, anything on the way out, my brother?
No, I mean, look, bro, things are looking up. That's the only thing I know. And what I would tell you is this week is going to be like a truth machine for who's going to play, who's going to do what. And we're going to really get to kind of surmise who is really balling out there, because it's all fun and games when there's no pads on. Yep. But when the pads come on and people start getting hit, I'm telling you right now, you are going to really hear who's who and what's what. One thing we didn't touch on this episode, we probably will tomorrow. The running back room is something that we haven't really focused on because our number one pick came out of there. But need to start really paying attention in that situation.
Well, let me say
We'll
this.
talk about that.
I know we didn't talk about it today. There wasn't a ton of news that came out of Vegas today in terms of the running back group. We've heard that Sincere was getting number 2 reps. We've heard that Ashton looks as advertised, not only in the run game, but in the passing game as well. And then we're waiting to hear a little bit more about Zeus. Dylan, it seems as though he's more on the special team side of things. I haven't heard a ton about my guy Lauby yet. And then Raheem Mostert, you know what I mean, once again, he's a veteran, you guys. He's 33 years old. So, I mean, he's been through a million training camps. I'm not expecting to hear his name a ton until the pads come on. So, but you're right. We definitely want to talk a little bit more about that.
Well, I'm going to give a hot take on the way out, guys, because I normally don't do this. We want to wrap the show up. Look for the Raiders to add somebody in that room before the end of training camp.
Ooh. Hold on. We can't leave like that. Hold on. Real quick, before we get out of here, is there any names? Because let me see. I want to see free agent running backs still available. I want to see.
Start thinking some guys that were in Seattle.
Wasted with a haymaker. How come we got Jamal Williams, Gus Edwards, Jeff Wilson, Amir Abdullah, former Raider, Chase Edmonds, Jermichael Hasty, DeErnest Johnson. I'm not seeing any Seattle guys down here. Josh Kelly, Mike Boone, Dante Foreman. I thought he was with somebody right now, but he's 29. Chris Evans, Owen Wright, John Kelly. He's not a lot of. Maybe you got to, if you're going to add another body, you're gonna have to wait for some cuts, or you're gonna have to make a trade.
Well, and this is what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Look, just stay tuned, right? Because Mostert's an older guy, hasn't been the healthiest guy in the world. Sincere McCormick is, he's a guy that's very promising. But after that, it gets a little spooky, right?
Okay.
Because you know who your starter is. You want to make sure that room is outfitted with at least 3 guys.
Mm-hmm.
I can see the Raiders making a move in that group, man. And Zamir White is going to have to hold on for dear life.
I just don't see them moving any draft capital to get a running back when you got Ashton Jeanty in the building.
I don't necessarily think they do, but there are some rooms that they're a little top heavy around the league.
And there may be a guy available here soon. Okay. Well, I mean, look, hey, you want to make this team as competitive as possible, right? The thing is compete. So, hey, why not? I'm here for it. Charbonnet, Mackey, they're not going to move on from him in Seattle, and they're definitely not going to move on from Kenneth Walker.
Kenneth Walker is going to be a running back 1 starter when you start talking about fantasy football kiddies. Hey guys, listen, make sure you guys pull up to the fantasy football content. We're gonna be sick and silly with that pretty soon too.
There you go. Sick and silly is the narrative of this show. Salute to everybody here in the building once again. We're not going to hold you guys. Go have a great Sunday. We will see you tomorrow. Graphk and Hammer live, Wasted live, and then we'll be active all week long, you guys. We are excited. Preseason's right around the corner. We'll cover all those games, and then when the season comes around, you already know what time it is with us. We're gonna be lit. So salute to you guys as always. Love and appreciate you all. And on the way out, make sure you guys wipe them feet, man. Pay your bar tabs. Hit that subscribe button. We are outro 1.